We're going to start with a central angle. Hopefully this one is your favorite because it's the easiest to remember. The measure of the angle is equal to the measure of the arc. Okay, and so since we know that, they're asking me for arc AC. So AC is this arc right here, and my central angle is 123. So that means that my arc has to be 123 degrees also, since it's a central angle, only because of that reason. Okay, let's move on to an inscribed angle. This is the one where inscribed means it's on the circle. And I create this angle here. So see how on central it was at the center. For inscribed, it's over here, right? This is my angle. And my arc is out here. So they gave me my arc measurement. It's 90 degrees. And let's write our formula. So look at your formula, look for inscribed. And the formula is 2 times the measure of the angle is equal to the measure of the arc. Okay, so you always want to write your formula first, and then we plug in all the missing pieces. So the number 2 is just going to stay the same. It's a 2. 2 times the measure of the angle. Do I know the angle measurement? I do not. That's the one they're asking me for, right? Angle YXZ right here. So we're going to use X. When we don't know a value, we always use X or any letter you like. And that's going to be equal to the arc. What is the measurement of the arc? 90. Okay, and then you just solve for X. How do you undo multiplication? Division. 90 divided by 2. 45. So 45 degrees is the measure here. Okay? All right, so that was inscribed. Let's do outside. When the vertex is outside of the circle, the formula for that is 2 times the measure of the angle. Look at your formula chart. Equals the big arc. I'm going to abbreviate. I'm just going to put big arc minus the little arc. Okay? The big arc minus the little arc. So let's look at our circle and see what we have. So what are they asking me for? They're asking me for the angle. So they're asking me for the angle QRT. It's right here. QRT. So they're asking me for this angle, and they gave me 2 arcs. So now it's just your job to figure out who's the big arc, who's the little arc. And let's look at the circle. It says 120 degrees and 40 degrees. So obviously this is the big arc, and this is the little arc, 40. And now we just plug everything in. So 2 times the measure of the angle. I don't know what the angle is, so X equals the big arc, 120, minus the little arc, which is 40. And then we solve for X. So what is 120 minus 40? Let's simplify the right side first. That's 80. One more step. I need X by itself. Undo multiplication by division. Cancel the 2's. X equals 40. So the angle is 40 degrees right here. Okay. Now, all of these formulas, remember, we follow formulas like a recipe. You got to follow it to the T. And whatever's missing, we put an X there. And then you just solve for X, which is Algebra 1 skills, okay? The geometry skills is you doing this part. The arcs, the angles, the circle, what formula we're going to use. And then the rest of this that is in black, that's Algebra 1 skills. So if you need help with algebra and solving for X, please come to Math Time or to tutorials so we can work on those algebra skills. But it's okay if you're a little rusty. We just got to keep practicing, all right? The last one, when the vertex is inside the circle, see my vertex is right here. It's inside, but it's not at the center. It's like somewhere in the circle. All right, so for that equation, it's the same as outside the circle. So I'm just going to copy it. Except instead of subtraction, we are going to add the big arc and the little arc. So let me change this. to addition. So write your formula. 2 times the measure of the angle equals the big arc plus the little arc. Okay, so write that down. And as you write that down, I'm going to look at what they're asking me for. And it looks like they're asking me for the arc. Arc, RQ. That sounds weird. Arc, RQ. Okay. RQ is the arc that they're asking me for, which is right here. Okay. Now, let's look at our circle. So hopefully you wrote your equation down already. What is the angle that they gave me here? The angle is 56 right here. Remember, if you can't tell the difference between an angle and an arc, the angles are inside the circle. The arcs are out here. Okay. I'm going to assume that this is the big arc because it kind of looks bigger than the one at the bottom. So this time they're making me look for the little arc measurement, which is fine. We just plug it into the equation just like any other problem. So 2 times the measure of my angle. So for here, it's 56 degrees. And that's equal to the big arc. What is my big arc measurement? 69. Plus the little arc, which is the one we're looking for. So I'm going to use X. Okay, so this one looks a little different. But like I said, this is an equation. Some pieces may be missing than others, and others might be given. It just depends what your problem is. So be good at labeling and writing your equation down so you don't mess it up and plug something in the wrong place. All right, so 2 times 56, that's 112. 69 plus X. How am I going to undo this addition that is being stuck next to the X? How do you undo addition? You subtract. Keep your equation balanced. Cancel those. 112 minus 69. You can use your calculator for all these algebra parts. That's going to be 43. So the arc measurement here is 43 degrees. Okay. And that is it. You are in charge of a CAMI assignment in Schoology. My students, you have the choice to do it on paper, like on scratch paper, and then turn the work in. Or you can draw on CAMI. And Mr. Pound's students, just turn it in CAMI so that he can see your submission. And hopefully you got to the end of this video. Those of you that actually watch my videos, I appreciate you. I hope they're helping you. And have a great day. Bye.